Right, welcome back to another episode of Italian Improvement. Today we are starting off with the game in the Super Cup against Inter Milan. This is a team that we're going with. Jonathan Rowe is back, so we're going back to what we were kind of playing before. The boy Luca Lamonaco is sat on the bench after his goal on debut last time out. He will probably get on the pitch at some point with fitness levels and everything. So Rowe's back in on the left, Cambiaghi's back on the right, and we've got a DM partnership of Papaiga and Froila. I'm going to actually put the mentality to cautious this game, just because it's Inter and we've already lost them this season. It's very rare that I'll change it from positive or balanced, but I just want to try and keep a steady performance. I can see now that Castro is actually wanted by Leverkusen before the transfer window. I'm going to be demanding more than that. That's for sure. I'm just going to quickly check. Where's his contract? He doesn't have a release clause, that's good. But, that could unsettle him if they're coming for him. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But let's get into this game. Hopefully we can win and get to the final of this competition. Another chance just before half-time. Let's not concede here, boys, because this will be a big blow. We've been the better team. They're playing it around quite nicely though. Stante out to Augusto. We've nicked it though, Froila. And he's given it away to Ram. And we've committed a couple of bodies forward here. And they've played it in behind brilliantly. And Marcus Thuram has put them in front. Will we be saved by VAR and offside? I don't think we will. No. And as I said, we've conceded just before half time. That's a big blow. It's actually Gian Mario playing him on side a couple of yards deeper than everyone else, which is poor. Great pass from Fratese, and we're going into half time 1-0 down. Have we got anything left? Don't think we do. No. Yet again, another loss against Inter. Too much quality. Very even on the stats, and it's disappointing not to pick up the win there. But unfortunately, we miss out on our first trophy, going out in the semi-finals. Just not enough from our forward line that game. And Inter will advance to the final in Saudi Arabia to win the Italian Super Cup, and it's actually going to be a Milan derby in the final as AC came back against Napoli and have won on penalties. So we're just going to have to put that behind us now and move on to our next league games against Cremonese and Juventus. Right, next game is away at Cremonese. Couple of changes due to fitness reasons, and just testing it out. Papaiga's had to come out because of his fitness. Give him Cicella a rare start in midfield with Froila. Lamonaco starting because of Vergara, as you can see, is a bit low on fitness, and Cambiaghi is switched to the left with Bernardeschi coming in on the right for Jonathan Rowe just to keep his fitness in check, as he's only just back from an injury. Hopefully we can do better than we did against Como and pick up a win here, which will be massive for our top four push, and we can't keep just dropping points to teams in and around the relegation zone. Cicella, poor pass from the youngster. Hagen wins it though for Froila. Space for Cambiaghi. Can he find that ball inside? No, he can't. He's gone down the line. Finds Miranda. Can we find a cross, boys? Deep cross. Past the keeper who's flopped at it, and Bernardeschi's managed to not put it in and actually hit the defender and out for a corner. I think winger backup is a must in January, whether that's loans or permanents. Castro is on a free kick for some reason. Why? Deep cross, cleared. Lamonaco, edge of the box. Luca Lamonaco, the youngster, the wonderkid. Well, he's not even got that much potential, but I brought him in as a backup 10 to Vergara, and he started this game, and that's 2-2 in the league for him now. It's a brilliant finish through a crowd of bodies, in off the inside of the post, and we finally get the breakthrough after 15 minutes against Cremonese. And what a moment for the youngster. Another breakthrough goal. And I was a bit... He didn't play the best off the bench against Inter, but it's tough opposition. And, he's paying me back by letting me start him this game. And, what can I say? 2-2 in the league for the youngster. Skorupski. A second goal would be ideal here, boys. We don't want to stay one up in this situation because Cremonese have probably been the better team so far. Cambiaghi, who's had a relatively poor game, can he do anything? Back to Freuler, Fortini finds Cambiaghi. Castro's in the box. So's LaMonaco. LaMonaco, he's got two. The youngster's on a hat-trick. Cambiaghi, as I've said, he's not performing the best. Gets into the box, cuts it back, and it's a brilliant finish on his left foot again by the youngster. He's got 3 in 2 games, and I mean, he's pushing to be a starter with this kind of form. I mean, he's completely unmarked. It's poor defending, but it's 2-0 to us, and that is the goal that we needed. Fortunately, doesn't look like there's going to be a hat-trick for the 17-year-old LaMonaco. Or is there? There's another highlight right at the end of the game. Or is it just going to blow the whistle? Freuler, Cicella, LaMonaco finds Ekator. LaMonaco's ghosting into the box. Zortea, he's fouled. Oh my. It's got to be done. Where's set pieces? Penalties. No chance. Where's LaMonaco? I mean, he's got 12 penalties. If this gets given, it should be LaMonaco on the spot for a hat-trick in his 3rd appearance for the first team. It is a penalty. I mean, I could give it to Ekator, who's in a bit of a rut, but is it LaMonaco? It is LaMonaco. Can the 17-year-old grab a hat-trick in his 2nd start in senior football? Luca LaMonaco buries it! And what a performance from the 17-year-old. He's restored his faith in me. And I'm a bit speechless, so I didn't expect this. He looks all right, but he's come in. He's got a hat-trick on his 2nd start, a goal on his debut as well in the last league game, and we've won 3-0. LaMonaco's got all 3. And it's a brilliant performance, a superb second half after a bit of a lacklustre first, and it's a big win, which keeps us 4th. It's very tight at the top. We've got Juventus next, who are only 2 points behind us, but we're staying in the top 4 heading into the January transfer window, where we could make some moves to try and solidify that position. Right, a couple of changes for the last game of the episode, sorry. It's away at Juventus, I think. No, it's at home against Juventus, sorry. Morrow and Pabaiga are in for Freuler and Cicella just to switch it up, and Dory's back on the bench with 75 minutes recommended. Vergara is starting. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an illness breakout. LaMonaco has got a virus for a few days, so unfortunately the hat-trick hero cannot start. I think Ravaglia had a bit of an illness as well, but he's in the reserves because I'd never put a second keeper on the bench. Hopefully we can carry on our form from last game. Unfortunately, no star man, but Vergara's back in from the start, so hopefully he can carry on where LaMonaco left off. And of course, we've got Sharon Dor on the bench as backup. Juve on the ball, Openda. Loose pass though, Zortea nicks in. Finds Vergara. Cambiaghi. Castro's lingering around the box. He's got free. Cross from Cambiaghi. And we're 1-0 up. Is he onside though? That is the key question. He looked like he may have strayed into an offside position before the cross came in. It's goal. It's goal? I can't even speak. It's a goal. Cambiaghi back out on the right wing, doing what he does best. He's well onside. I saw him in front of the defenders when the goal went in, and I thought he was behind, in front of Cambiaghi, sorry. That's what I thought he may have been offside, but it turns out he was behind. And first chance of the game, we have took it, and we are leading against Juventus. It's a big game for us. This will open a gap between us and our opposition in this top 4 battle. Morrow loses the ball though. Vitic, Morrow, Cambiaghi, another chance. If he crossed it earlier, then Castro had a tap in. Zortea, Morrow to Zortea again. Can he cross it? Cuts back to Cambiaghi. Lovely play. Morrow towards Rowe. Pabaiga. Oh, it's smacked off the crossbar. And Juventus should be able to get it to safety. It's calm and composed from Keenan Yildiz. And they'll look to play it from the back now with Adzik and Kalulu. Conchau. Kalulu to Gatti. Cambiasa all the way back to Di Gregorio. Are they going to nick a goal now? Keenan Yildiz. Rabona, oh my. I don't know what I can say. Keenan Yildiz has just got a Rabona assist. It's far too easy for him to get past Zortaya. I feel like right back may be a place for us to improve on. I mean, Yildiz under no pressure really, and it's poor defending, but I can't say anything when the opposition have scored from a Rabona assist. It's brilliant from the youngster, and it's now 1-1, and our lead didn't last long at all. Not much has happened since their equaliser. We're on the ball though. Can we create anything? Into Castro, who's dropped deep. Morrow, big switch out to Jonathan Rowe. Finds Miranda, back to Rowe. Can he find a cross? There's plenty in the box. He crosses deep towards Cambiaghi, and he scored. It looked like it was going over, and the little winger has managed to lob Di Gregorio from the angle, and we retake the lead. It's good play out wide by Miranda and Rowe, who is just allowed to take the cross really, and there's very little pressure on him. It's a deep cross. I thought he'd overhit it. Morrow couldn't get on the end of it, but Cambiaghi could, and it's probably a perfect header in a sense because it's just under the bar over Di Gregorio's head, and I don't think there's much the keeper could do about that. Cambiaghi should be winning the header in the first place at the back post. Yes, brilliant victory from the boys. Puts us up to third as it stands, 2 points off second. Better team overall, they had more possession, but we had the better chances. Several highlights during that game where we could have done better. But 2-1 against Juventus, brilliant home win. And going into the January transfer window, we sit third, ahead of the likes of Juventus, AC, Napoli, and I can't really ask for much else really. It's a brilliant first half of the season. Right, that's going to be it for this episode. One little note between the end of the last game and me recording the outro bit. Fabregas has been sacked by Como on this side, which is interesting. They're probably still bottom, I'm pretty sure, but obviously challenging for Champions League in real life. It's a bit, usually it follows the trend of if a manager's good and doing well in real life, the team tends to do alright on FM, but not the case on this save as Fabregas is gone. But as you can see, we're now in January, it's New Year's Day currently. A plethora of games this month. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 games, starting with Cagliari. We've got 2 Europa League games. We've got AC, Napoli, Lazio and Inter all in the league. Porto and PAOK in the Europa League, which are 2 big games. But we'll have to see what happens next episode and see if we can do any business in the transfer window also. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time for another video.